the final 2 characters for Mortal Kombat 1 plus a brand new stage, and finally Ed Boon himself confirms that certain characters will not be returning for Mortal Kombat 1. All that and more discussed in today's video, so if you want to stay up to date on Mortal Kombat 1 news, then make sure to subscribe and ring that bell, that way you never miss any future videos. And then after watching, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. It really does help my channel out a ton. I'm covering Mortal Kombat 1 news all the time on this channel, pretty much daily at this point, and it's always a great time. So without any further ado, let's get started. And what could be a more exciting topic than the final 2 remaining characters on the Mortal Kombat 1 roster? That's right, just in case you're new to my channel, I've been predicting every character that's gonna get revealed successfully, and that means only 2 characters remain. Just call me Batman at this point because I'm the world's greatest detective, but if I'm being honest, the most surprising part of all is NetherRealm's kept these last 2 characters secret, which is very impressive in today's day and age of data mining and leaking, all that stuff. People are trying so hard to reveal the entire roster of Mortal Kombat 1 and nobody's succeeded yet. And that is a stark contrast to Mortal Kombat 11. For anyone not aware, the entire roster of that game got leaked almost immediately, a straight up screenshot, anyone could see it. Now on my channel, we did not discuss that leak because it seemed downright dirty. Someone straight up kicked the door into NetherRealm Studios and took a picture of the roster without their consent. It was wild. And as you all know, I don't cover leaks on this channel, at least not anymore. Maybe a few years ago we did, but no longer am I about that life, so I did not talk about the leaked Mortal Kombat 11 roster. But I'm just saying, the sheer fact that NetherRealm Studios has managed to keep 2 characters a secret is impressive to me. For anyone not aware, the Mortal Kombat 1 roster is going to have 24 characters total. I see some people in the comments saying it's 25 because Shang Tsung is a pre-order bonus, and that would be awesome, don't get me wrong. 1 extra character is 1 extra character, I'll take it, but from all the research I've done, including speaking with data miners, there is not going to be a 25th character. It's 24 characters in total, and that includes Shang Tsung as the pre-order bonus. So I'm just saying, okay, stop being mean to me in the comment section. Some of you are really aggressive, like, oh, this guy covers Mortal Kombat news but doesn't know it's 25 characters and not 24. Well, answer me this, smart guy. If the Mortal Kombat 1 roster is 2 rows and they're an even number of characters, how could there be 25? What, you think Shang Tsung's just gonna hang off the side like Mortal Kombat 9, just boom, 1 extra character? Once again, I'd be happy if it was 25 characters, but every expert I've spoken to has said that it's 24 and not 25, which means we have 2 characters left and not 3. So without any further ado, which are those final 2 characters gonna be? And keep in mind, it's 1 main character and 1 cameo fighter. And first up, let's talk about the fully playable character, because I know that's what you're all the most excited about, but I have some bad news in that department, okay? Some of you are going to freak out, so just prepare yourself. You're about to get really, really angry, because in my personal and professional opinion, it is very, very possible that the final playable character is going to be Kronika. That's right, we saw this character revealed in the first 17 minutes of the story mode for Mortal Kombat 1, and everybody was surprised. I was surprised. I was doing this. Out of all the returning characters to see in Mortal Kombat 1, I was not expecting Kronika, and for anyone not aware, Ed Boon himself, the creator of Mortal Kombat, has implied multiple times that there will not be any new characters in Mortal Kombat 1. At least not for the base roster. Of course, for the DLC, you can have guest characters and maybe some brand new Mortal Kombat characters. However, when it comes to the base roster, he's been very clear there won't be any new characters, only returning characters. And believe it or not, Kronika fits that bill. She was in Mortal Kombat 11. She was not playable, but she is a returning character, but I don't think anybody saw her coming. And now that she's revealed and finally here, it's very, very possible that she could be the final playable character. So let me know in the comments down below, how do you feel about that? Are you excited to play as Kronika, or maybe fight against her in training mode and just beat her up over and over again, finally sweep her and knock her down because that was not possible in MK11? Because for me personally, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sweep her over and over again, and I hope she doesn't bleed red, because that would be interesting, and also make her the perfect training dummy for my YouTube videos. But that being said, I'm honestly a bit excited for a playable version of Kronika if that's possible. Would I have preferred anybody else? Maybe. It depends on how good her gameplay actually is. Because I still remember all the way back in Mortal Kombat 11 when Jackie Briggs came back, and I was like, oh no, I don't want this character, but guess what? She turned out to be one of my favorite characters to play in the entire game because her gameplay was just that enjoyable. At the end of the day, I'm more of a gameplay first kind of dude, so if Kronika's gameplay is amazing, then I welcome her to the roster of Mortal Kombat 1. All that being said though, don't freak out too bad and hold your breath a bit longer because like I mentioned earlier, this last character is not confirmed at all. And as a result, it's possible that this final slot could be a fan favorite character. You know her, you love her, she's been mentioned already and name dropped in the game itself by the characters, everyone's favorite royal bodyguard, Jade. That's right, Countess Jade is mentioned by name by Liu Kang ever since the stress test. And as a result, it's very possible she shows up in story mode and is even a fully playable character on the roster. Do not give up hope, it could happen. Because don't forget, Mortal Kombat 1 is shaping up to be the game all about Edenia. We got Sindel, we got Kitana, Melina, Tanya, and the list goes on and on. So many Edenians. And there's only one missing piece to that puzzle, and her name is Jade. I think it's very possible she could be a fully playable character. And here's the best part, if for any reason she is not a main fully playable character, I think Jade has an even better chance of being a cameo fighter. That's right, don't forget the final cameo slot is also open. The last mystery character is a cameo fighter. And there's no way that NetherRealm's gonna leave Jade out completely, right? I guess maybe they could. She's gotta at least show up in story mode, right? But I'm just saying, the odds of Jade not being the main character or a cameo is very, very slim in my humble opinion. And honestly, it's the same case for Kronika. I think it's very possible that Kronika could be a cameo fighter because keep in mind in story mode, she is supporting Shang Tsung. It's very clear that Kronika is using Shang Tsung like a puppet to accomplish her means. So even in the story mode, he's the main guy and she's like the puppeteer. She's the cameo fighter in the background. The more I think about it, it's very, very likely that Kronika could be a cameo fighter, especially if Shang Tsung has a chapter in story mode. You know Kronika is going to be his assist during those chapters, right? However, that being said, story mode has unique cameo fighters, which means yes, Kronika could be a cameo in story mode, but then also a fully playable character in the game, just like we've already seen with Raiden. So yeah, it's very possible Kronika could still be fully playable. I don't know, man. I'm just brainstorming here, okay? Alright, so all that being said, there's one more character that everyone is saying could be the final fully playable fighter, and that character is Sonya Blade, which may seem like a long shot because she's already a cameo fighter, but keep in mind, so are Sub-Zero and Scorpion. And as a result, it is possible that Sonya could be the final character. Because don't forget, Sonya Blade was the first ever lady in Mortal Kombat, been around since the very, very first game. So if anybody deserves to be that last character slot, it is Sonya. But I guess my main question is, why would NetherRealm wait this long to reveal that? Because even though I love Sonya, let's be real, she's not the most hype character to reveal this late in the game. And as a result, the chance of her getting revealed is a bit slim, but I had to throw it out there because everybody online seems to think that Sonya Blade is going to be the final character. But I'm not done talking about cameos because there's one more character who I think has a very strong chance of making it into Mortal Kombat 11, and that character is Cyber Smoke. Why? Because his brothers are already in here. We have Sector and Cyrax, and Smoke is just as equal as them. For some weird reason, everyone seems to forget that Cyber Smoke also debuted in Mortal Kombat 2, just like Sector and Cyrax. His character has existed for just as long as them, but for some reason, Cyrax and Sector are inseparable and Cyber Smoke is just left out. I don't think that's going to be the case in this game. I think there's one more missing piece of that puzzle, and his name is Cyber Smoke. You gotta include the 3 Musketeers as cameo characters. Well, you don't have to, but I'm just saying it would make perfect sense, and if I'm being honest, I think Cyber Smoke has a pretty good chance of returning to Mortal Kombat 1, especially as a cameo fighter. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, because I love making these videos interactive. Who do you think the final 2 characters are going to be for Mortal Kombat 1? And don't forget, it's 1 fully playable character and 1 cameo fighter. So grab your keyboard, comment down below, and make your voices heard. Because now finally, for our last topic, it's time to talk about the new stage, the Corrupted Forest. Look at how amazing this stage looks. There's plenty of people who just thought this was a variant of the Living Forest, like maybe it's the Living Forest at night. No, no, no. This is in fact a brand new stage, and just like every other stage in the game, it has a day and night variant. And according to this Twitter post, the forest gets even more dangerous at night. So yeah, that's spooky. And I think this stage is very foreboding. I predict that Mortal Kombat 1, despite looking so peaceful and beautiful and lovely compared to past games, I would not be shocked if everything hits the fan and everything just goes bad in the last half of the story mode. I predict that's what's gonna happen. I believe that Mortal Kombat 1 is going to start happy and peaceful, but then just go downhill the entire time and end up being just as dark and violent and as tragic as every other Mortal Kombat game we've played so far, but only time will tell if I'm correct. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. It really does help my channel out a ton. And then keep that combo going by subscribing and ringing that bell, that way you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.